What's up guys? Now some phones are made to impress, others are made to dominate. And this right here is the RedMagic 11 Pro Nightfreeze Edition. Now this is not a phone for people who want to play games. This is a phone for people who want to win them. With its icy blue glow, built-in active cooling and desktop class performance, this is where design meets discipline. So let's break down what the RedMagic 11 Pro Nightfreeze Edition brings to the table. Roll the intro. Now first of all, let me show you what you get inside the box. We've got a SIM eject tool, Type-C to Type-C charging cable finished in red. We've got an 80-watt fast charger included in the box. This also comes with a hard case to get you started. And last but certainly not least, the RedMagic 11 Pro Nightfreeze Edition. Check it out guys. Okay, so let's quickly test out the case. So that's how the case looks. It's a grippy case and you've got all the cutouts there for the triggers, charging port, speaker, etc. But this is such a beautiful looking phone. I'm not sure that I want to put a case on it. And speaking of beauty, let's talk design. The Nightfreeze Edition looks like it was designed by a team of engineers who asked, what if Tony Stark built a gaming phone during an ice storm? So no over-the-top RGB circus, this is controlled aggression right here. A CNC machined aluminium frame curves perfectly into dual Gorilla Glass panels, finished in that frosted Nightfreeze blue. Under the light, it shifts from metallic silver to deep glacier blue. It looks like the phone's been cryogenically frozen, waiting for a worthy gamer to awaken it. And on the back you can see it says there RedMagic. You've got the RedMagic emblem there which is flashing blue. And you've got that 24,000 RPM turbo fan spinning away. The back of the phone is glowing like it's alive. Now that's not a design choice. That's RedMagic flexing engineering swagger. The camera module sits flush, housing a 50 megapixel main, 50 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro, all etched with RedMagic's cooling and imaging specs. Because if you're going to perform like a beast, you may as well look the part too. And around the frame, everything is placed with surgical precision. Now on the right side, we have power button, volume rocker, dual shoulder triggers, that's 520 Hertz shoulder triggers. And you can see the shoulder triggers are a little bit more lengthier than what we've seen in the past, but you've got that red and blue finish representing left and right. On the side, you've got the game boosting switch finished in red. So when you flick it, it will take you straight into the RedMagic gaming UI. At the bottom of the phone, we have a speaker, microphone, Type-C charging port, another microphone, and a SIM tray. And a quick look at the SIM tray. So it is a dual 5G SIM tray. So no microSD expansion supported. On this side, in the middle there, you can see it says game mode. And then you've got a ventilation there for heat dissipation. At the top of the phone, you can see another microphone, and we have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Because real gamers know that Bluetooth lag is a crime. So this thing is 8.9mm thick and 230 grams. It's dense, balanced, and premium. And this is also the first ever RedMagic gaming smartphone with IPX8 water resistant. So every line, vent and cut serves a purpose. This isn't designed for show. This is designed for domination. All right, now let's talk about that display. You are looking at a 6.85 inch AMOLED display with a 2688 by 1216 resolution, running at a blistering 144 Hz refresh. This is not just fast, it's butter smooth. Every scroll, animation and in-game movement feels immediate, fluid and hyper responsive. Peak brightness hits 1800 nits, giving you excellent visibility even under bright light. The screen also covers 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, offering vivid color accurate visuals, ideal for both gaming and media consumption. With a 95.3% screen to body ratio, it's nearly all screen up front, thin bezels, edge to edge immersion, and an uninterrupted view powered by RedMagic's under-display 16 megapixel camera. And also tucked underneath that panel, we have a 3D ultrasonic in-display fingerprint reader. It's fast, secure, and responsive, even with wet or sweaty fingers. And for those marathon gaming or movie sessions, the display is certified with TUV Rhineland and SGS eye protection, reducing blue light exposure and flicker to protect your eyes during long use. Input responsiveness is next level with a 3000 Hz instant touch sampling rate, meaning your taps register faster than most people can blink. So yeah, this isn't just an ordinary display, it's your command center. Smooth, bright, accurate, and built for pure performance. Right guys, now let's talk performance. Powering the Nightfreeze Edition is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Built on an advanced 3nm process, it's an 8-core beast clocked up to 4.6 GHz, paired with the latest Adreno 840 GPU for console-grade graphics and real-time ray tracing support. So this phone has 16 gigs of blazing fast LPDDR5T RAM, and you can further extend that with another 12 gigabytes using virtual RAM expansion, giving you potentially 28 gigs of RAM. Combine that with either 512 or up to 1 terabyte of UFS 4.1 Pro internal storage, giving you cutting-edge read and write speeds for faster loading times and smoother performance across the board. Now, working alongside is the RedMagic Red Core R3 chip, a dedicated processor for triggers, audio, RGB and haptics, keeping everything responsive while offloading tasks from the Snapdragon. In everyday use, it's lightning fast, apps open instantly, games load before the title screen finishes, and heavy multitasking barely dents its speed. And thanks to the Aqua Core cooling system, that performance stays stable. No throttling, no slowdown, just consistent power under pressure. So let's start with COD Mobile. So maximum supported graphics is max, and at the same time you can select maximum frame rate. The option for ultra is there, but if you select it, it will drop the graphics down to medium. So we're going to play a quick round on maxed out settings to show you what this thing can do. Alright, so before we start playing, if we swipe in from the left, I just want to show you, this is the RedMagic Gaming Space 3.0, giving you a lot of advanced gaming features that you can play around with. You can choose the CPU processing speed from Eco Balanced or Rise. You got a little information box here which shows you your FPS amongst other stuff. So you can tune everything from the fan speed, the CPU, GPU load, the refresh rate, and network priority per game. Those 520 Hz shoulder triggers are now smarter with AI anti-mistouch detection and adjustable feedback. I've already configured them, so single tap aim and single tap left aim and right will be shoot. You hit save and that is it, you are ready to play. So if I hit aim, shoot. Alright, so let's play.
Hostile predator. Contact with enemy. Hostile predator down. Changing mag. Enemy in sight. Recon standby. Repeat. Nice. Other killer drone on standby. Contact with enemy.
Alright, and a quick look at thermals after a full game of Call of Duty. You can see 34 degrees Celsius, no throttling, device is operating normally. And after completing a full game of PUBG Mobile, that's over 35 minutes, you can see no throttling, 35 degrees Celsius, device is operating normally. So this is no doubt a powerhouse of a gaming smartphone. which has one of the best cooling systems you can get with the liquid cooling, vapor chamber, and the 24,000 RPM cooling fan. Now let's talk about the cooling system. This is where the Nightfreeze earns its name. The brand new Aqua Core cooling system makes this the first mass-produced smartphone with real liquid cooling. You've got liquid metal 3.0, a massive vapor chamber, and the 24,000 RPM turbo fan circulating coolant like it's running a climate control system inside your phone. This isn't vapor marketing, it's literally thermodynamics, cooler temperatures, higher frames, no sweat. Now let's talk about the battery. This phone features a massive 7500 mAh dual cell battery, and you've got an 80 watt fast wired charger included in the box. But what really sets this apart is the 80 watt wireless charging. So you can top up serious speed without plugging in. Even better, the charging system is managed by AI power management to maintain efficiency and protect long-term battery health. So whether you're gaming, streaming, or working all day, this phone won't quit before you do, offering freedom, reliability, and endurance wrapped into one package. Now, more about the speakers. You've got stereo speakers with DTS-X Ultra and Snapdragon sound, offering rich, punchy, and genuinely immersive sound. And you've got high-res audio via USB-C. So clean audio that makes Netflix or Warzone equally satisfying. Alright, now let's talk cameras. We've got a versatile triple camera setup built for clarity, control, and consistency. So starting off with a 50 megapixel primary powered by the OV50E40 image sensor, the same sensor found in heavy hitters like the RedMagic 10, RedMagic 10S Pro, Poco F7, Vivo IQ Neo 10 Pro Plus, Oppo Reno 14 Pro, and the Motorola Edge 50 Pro. It's fast, detailed, and tuned for accurate color, a solid performer in almost any lighting condition. This also has a 50 megapixel ultra wide, rocking the OV50D40 Light Hunter 400 sensor, as seen in phones like Realme 14, Realme 15T, Xiaomi Redmi Note 15, and the Oppo A5 Pro. The ultra wide is all about sharp, consistent colors and minimal distortion, so your wide shots actually look cinematic and not stretched out. And rounding it off with a 2 megapixel macro lens for those tight, detailed close-ups. It's not going to replace your DSLR, but it's fun for textures, gear shots, or food photography. Everything's powered by AI scene optimization too, handling tone, HDR, and noise control in real time. Low light performance is solid too, bright clean images without that over-processed look. For video, you're looking at up to 8K at 30 frames per second, or 4K at 60 frames per second. And up front we have a 16 megapixel under display camera, keeping things look clean and futuristic. There is no punch hole, no interruptions, just full screen immersion. Now this isn't a camera first phone. It's not trying to outshoot your DSLR, but when you pull it out for a shot, the Nightfreeze Edition more than delivers. Now this phone is running RedMagic OS 11 with Android 16 underneath. It's clean, snappy, and loaded with features. The new Google Gemini AI integration powers search, voice, and smart scene recognition, while GameSpace 3.0 adds real-time metrics and fan controls. Now connectivity includes dual SIM 5G, 5 GHz Wi-Fi AC, Bluetooth 5.4, NFC, and USB-C 3.2 Gen 2. Now in case you're wondering, this phone does also support display out via Type-C. Now moving on to system and benchmarks, starting with DRM info, which shows Google Widevine Level 1 certification, and just above it confirms the HDR format supported and the refresh rates up to 144 Hz. Alright, moving on to the benchmark, starting off with Geekbench single core score 3553 and a massive multi-core score of 11,1115. And in 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme, an overall score of 7,205. 3D Mark Steel Nomad Lite, overall score 2825. And in Solar Bay Test, we achieved 13,871. And finally, in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved a whopping 3.8 million. And to give you a sense of where this phone actually stands, let's check out my top performing smartphone chart of 2025. This is where we stack up the latest flagships and see who's really running the game. Now the chart is based primarily on Geekbench multi-core scores. The higher the score, the faster the phone, and therefore higher it ranks on this chart. Simple maths really, but for those who don't care about benchmarks, I've also slapped on a rating out of 100 based on features, specs, and real-world usability. So you get both sides of the story, raw power and overall performance. So looking at the chart, the new RedMagic 11 Pro takes position 1 on this chart with a Geekbench multi-core score of 11,1115. That's seriously impressive raw benchmark power. And on my feature and spec scale, I've actually given it a 95 out of 100. So basically this phone isn't just fast, it's a powerhouse, heavy hitter, flagship gaming smartphone, solid, dependable, and ready to handle anything you throw at it, whether it's gaming, multitasking, or just flexing on your friends. So there you have it guys, that was the RedMagic 11 Pro, and here are my thoughts. The RedMagic 11 Pro is pure performance energy, with powerful Snapdragon Elite performance, a stunning bright AMOLED display, futuristic design, and an advanced cooling system that's basically an air conditioner for your phone. You have a huge 7,500 mAh silicon carbon battery, 80 watt wired and wireless charging, IPX8 waterproofing, Android 16 with AI, and killer speaker quality. The caveats: the cameras are not flagship tier, they're perfectly usable and you can take some pretty decent shots, but don't expect flagship quality cameras. Now the cooling fans are slightly audible, but hey, that's just the sound of your phone winning. The phone isn't built for people who settle, it's built for hustlers, creators, and gamers who want every edge. It doesn't try to fit in, it was built to stand out. So if you want a phone that matches your grind, your speed, and your ambition, this is it right here. The RedMagic 11 Pro Nightfreeze Edition doesn't just perform, it dominates. Now with all that being said, if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications, because we just don't talk tech here, we celebrate power. Thank you so much for watching, stay sharp, stay focused, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.